Now, if you had to give advice to yourself when you were younger or to the newer people that are coming out right now, what would that be?
My biggest piece of advice is to ask for help. I have
Cool.
noticed all of my friends that, let me not say friends, people I know from school that are no longer in practice. It's because they were too prideful to ask for help before it got too late.
Gotcha.
You know? Like, even if you're an associate and you're like, "Man, I just feel like my salary doesn't match the work I'm doing." Is there someone like, ask for help, ask a mentor, ask someone else, like, "Is this reasonable? Like, should I ask for an increase in pay? Should I leave this job?" Like, these are things that you need to consider. Same with my business. I'm like, I don't know what the heck's going on half the time. If I don't ask a mentor, I'm like, I don't know. We're just gonna hope for the best.
Yeah.
Which Dr. Kirsten is great on that. Like, I ask her for help all the time, especially when it comes to like insurance questions and things like that. She's really good about that. And even if they don't know, they're going to go out of their way to help you find the answer. So I think the biggest proponent to my success is asking for help and knowing who to ask the right questions to. Because, of course, everyone's not an expert in everything. So you want to make sure you're asking the expert in that particular subject. So you can't just, can't be asking people just random blanket questions when they really might not know. Whereas, like, I found a seller accountant. I ask her my financial questions. I have a stellar attorney. I ask her my legal questions. I don't ask my mentors outside of my state questions about Arkansas specific things because how would they know?
Right.
So just making sure that you ask the right person.
Yeah. I find in a world with so much information that we still have to learn how to ask, like, people use ChatGPT or will
Mhm.
Google something. If you're not asking it the right way and you haven't figured out that right question first, you're not going to get the best answer. So that's a really good
Exactly.
piece of advice.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing is just, if you're not going to advocate for yourself, why would anyone else advocate for you?